This time comfortably clear. That is just all timing. And oh, glorious. Just cut that out and make it a silhouette of Shai Hope.
Required rate just under 9, so not a lot of pressure at the start of the innings. What Shai Hope and Alec Atenez will aim to do is, of course, have a look and feel for the conditions. Of course, we know that he has the skill set that would allow him to show batsmanship in an innings. He's taken a few deliveries in this series to get himself in.
Is it a chance? No, it's not. It's raining sixes at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy, and the people, the crowd, they're loving it.
Quick hands from Shai Hope. Wasn't the quickest of deliveries from Parker. Just under 125 kilometers per hour. The height was good, but the form of Shai Hope just conquering this delivery from Parker. Didn't try to hit it down, went up with the bounce, and it went the distance. So plenty for the young left-arm seamer to think about in his first over in this innings.
This time comfortably clear. 3 sixes now for Hope.
Where should he bowl? Shai Hope with his second 6 of his innings. Played that stroke as if that delivery was telegraphed to him before it was even delivered. Was in a good position, had a strong base, and what a swing.
Great adaptability in his game. First T20 international, they went off stump or wider, he hit them over mid-off. These last 2 matches, they made an adjustment to go straight, and he's showing that he can still find the boundary and clear it leg side. Goes wide, but goes shorter and pace off. Good comeback from the youngster.
We talk about Parker not having senior fast bowlers in and around him while starting his T20 international career. Look at his fellow fast bowlers, all still very young to T20 internationals, so that places a lot of pressure on the young man. He doesn't have that sounding board to lean on for that strong word of advice from someone who has done it, who's been there. You can see he's learning by trial and error in this format and in this current South African T20 international team.
It goes back to pace off. And even though it's wider, he's got an extra feeder deep leg side. So even if Hope wants to pull, it's harder to pull against that change of pace. He has protection, but this is not going to help. There will be a free hit coming.
Added pressure on the young man. There's no Kagiso Rabada. No, there is an Anrik Nokia who can put their hands around the young man. Clear evidence that he's overstepped. What's his thinking? Will he go Yorker? Wide defensive Yorker.
You have to re-bowl it. And just thinking about Markram and his planning. Obviously 14 would have factored in a big way into the plans initially. Now Pooran is at the crease, and even on a surface where we have seen Purchase, it's a big risk for Markram to go to himself with the matchup to Pooran. The problem is Shai Hope at the other end has destroyed him in the series. 30 runs off 7 balls, so he may have to stick with the pace. Maybe a Otniel Bartman from the other end trying to go pace off, which seems to be a lot harder to hit.
There's a bit of advice from his captain, Aiden Markram. Good to see. just help him navigate through this third over. 2 legal deliveries remaining.
That is just all timing, and that is the pure class, high class of Shai Hope. 22 runs from the over.
Not quite sure this is the right option for Parker. Bowling round the wicket to the right-handed Shai Hope, and we're still into that power play phase of the innings. His natural angle as a left-hander from over the wicket takes the ball across Shai Hope, and it offers Markram the chance for him to bowl to one side off the wicket and use those 2 deep fielders. Those 2 deep fielders leg side, so it is offering Shai Hope a free swing, and that's with the wind.
Margins of error so small in this format. Yes, you have success against him, similar line, but if you barely miss, he dispatches you. Another pace off delivery and well executed. 46 for 1 after 3.
Shortened to 4 overs, the power play. Patrick Kruger. From here on in, all the pressure's on South Africa to make the play, to find a way to get wickets. That's the only way they're going to win this game, is wickets. Not the way to do it. Not the way to do it. Got to read the play. It's gone straight to the fielder.
Yeah, one of the challenges that they face is trying to maintain their boundary hitting percentage, their 6 hitting percentage, but at the same time try to rotate the strike like Shai Hope tried there. And finding that right balance. Oftentimes, when you talk to those power hitters, it's sort of all or nothing. Either they go for 6 or a boundary, or they play a defensive stroke. So it's making that split-second decision when there isn't a boundary ball available to knock it in the gap and rotate the strike. It's very easy to say here in the come box, but a lot more difficult out in the middle. When you have 6 or 4 in the back of your mind, and then it's a good delivery, you just think defense. It's an instinctive thing to do.
The opposite is true for other teams who battle to find the boundary, because yes, they can rotate strike, but then when it's required to find that acceleration, they find it difficult, obviously, because you're in a different frame of mind. Aaron Sammy has spoken very openly about building a championship team, and they add that dimension to this team, and you'd think they would be very difficult to beat, especially in places like Sri Lanka and India, where the next World Cup will be held.
Yeah, this time they get the single, and that's the other thing, the ability to rotate the strike against the spinners in particular, particularly through the middle overs. And that has been an area of concern for them, and what we see other players do quite well, those sweep shots and reverse sweep shots. You don't see West Indians necessarily playing those types of shots too often.
He's talking about the West Indies and dot ball percentage versus the top nations, looking specifically at that since the 2022 T20 World Cup, 38%. The teams like England, 36%, India, 36%, Australia, 37%.
Yeah, that sort of works out to 43 dot deliveries in an innings or thereabouts.
Kruger's first over went for 5. A repeat of that for South Africa will be good. Just pulling it back slightly. However, wickets are needed. Yeah, for Patrick Kruger as well. He made his debut earlier in the year with South Africa, but now getting another taste of it as well.
Yeah, much better delivery from Kruger, full and straight.
Short, and that's come off the helmet and going over the top of the keeper. Imagine that you would see the physio running out to go through the concussion protocol.
Slower delivery from Mapaka into the surface. Clearly struck on the helmet, and you're right, Nat. Usually they go through the protocol just to make sure all is right. That's Dennis Byam, the physiotherapist for the West Indies team. And yep, belatedly, but he makes his way out to the middle. Shai Hope is okay, but it's just a protocol, just to make sure.
That's good. Not easy conditions for the batters as well. Don't forget that, because it's quite hot out there. It's humid. So yes, we speak a lot about the bowlers and how tough it is for them to hold onto the ball. But it's not easy either for the batters. It's warm.
Yeah, post the power play, Shai Hope has slowed down considerably, 9 from 11 deliveries. But because the situation of the game doesn't warrant too much more than that, he's been good.
Good finish to the over, but a wonderful one for the West Indies in the end. 12 from it, 90 for 2.
You want to try and minimize those dot balls, and they're doing a fantastic job of it.
Oh, glorious. Just cut that out and make it a silhouette of Shai Hope.
You just get a sense that these guys are going to pounce onto any scoring opportunities. The momentum that they've created by picking up those ones. It's a change in line for Bartman. Wow, I tell you what, there is no better shot in the game of cricket than watching a cover drive being executed in that fashion.
There we go again. There we go again.
Yeah, it's a good point you make, Bish. It's such a harsh game when the rain comes in. Excellent running, excellent communication between this pair again. It also brings up the 50 partnership of only 35 deliveries. Yeah, there's the contribution. Hitmaier 31, Shai Hope playing second fiddle in this partnership. But his excellent understanding and communication between this pair.
He clears the boundary. What a shot to end things here and just get it over the ropes. That is real authority from Shai Hope to please this crowd that has turned up. And it means that the West Indies win this T20 International Series 3-0.